Yo, what's happening, baby? This is the Flaming Sword, and I'm Calm Seeing Khan. I'm following up on the musing about whether or not the old man was debilitated somehow, because I was kind of uncomfortable about the fact that, a man as powerful and influential, it has been propagated and claimed that the old man was so silent in the affairs that was going on between J Prince and Whack 100, allegedly on his behalf. So, I was kind of disturbed by the fact that, the old man was just silent on everything that was going on. And, Al Prophet reported, and I've read elsewhere, I haven't read the actual letter / document, but it's been reported that, the old man has, finally publicly denounced his affiliation or role, any association at all with the GDs, Against the Disciple. He's like officially, I think that it's not quite as official as, yo, take that back. Y'all gotta go together, man. Y'all gotta go together. I'm gonna go. But anyways, as I was saying, his official resignation, I guess, it's not a resignation because it's a letter to the judge specifically stipulating something that he probably just tried to ignore, tried to not address, and tried to put himself above, but eventually he had to speak. And that's what I was thinking about when I was asking if the old man was incapacitated. Like, man, the old man is gonna have to speak. He's gonna have to give his position, considering the state of affairs of what's going on with the GD organization. He's gonna have to say something eventually. You have the Rick Ross situation. You got the O Block situation going on right now. You got the Chews and the Woos in New York. Like, the GD organization right now was in a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, low key, the GD organization is in a lot of shit. And when the shit popped up with Whack 100 and how you doing, bro? When the shit popped off with Whack 100 and J Prince, I just felt like some type of shot needed to be called because, things were happening and a lot of people were saying that they were speaking on the old man's behalf, and I kind of felt like the only way that could happen is if the old man was incapacitated on some Alzheimer's shit. But, word has officially come that the old man has renounced. He said he's not an elder statesman, and if any people who try to take any example from his life should actually not join the motherfucking gang. You know what I'm saying? Leave that gang life alone, period. He said he has been long removed from that, which is something that I really believe and has always asserted, and is absolutely 100% true, because the man been underground since the 90s. So, yeah. But that also goes along with what I said previously as well, to the fact that, like, practically you know, the old man's tenure with the organization in any capacity whatsoever is over with, and people need to start thinking about it as such, you know. And I am quite hopeful myself about the old man actually, you know, stipulating that, because he's been silent on so many things for so long. And it's actually a nice little snippet of information that, you know, the old man been dropped out. I watched the interview with U.S. Floyd, you know, old school brother, and he said that when the old man caught his case back in the 70s that he dropped out. But that politics in the prisons and in the streets, I guess it was he was just too influential to not be influential, pretty much, I guess. That's pretty much how it played out. He was just too influential to not, you know, the nature of power and influence is to move. So you don't necessarily have to claim something to have influence. Only thing you have to do is, after you know, crystallize that influence, maybe throw something on it afterwards, you know, because people are going to want something. But ultimately, what the brother U.S. Floyd said was that the old man dropped out and went off count after he, you know, caught that case that he's still in jail for right now. He dropped out then and went off count. Well, politics pulled him back in. So this is something that needs to be considered by, you know, everybody. Like, he been trying to, man, come on now. We talking about a man, he since the 70s he said he was done. And was never, like, presented with the opportunity to be done. Because sometimes you can say things, but, or you can feel a certain way, you want to be a certain individual, a certain type of thing, but the playing field ain't level, or the environment is not suitable for that. So, you know, you can say I'm done pimping, you know what I'm saying, but if you still on the strip and them hoes still throwing you that money, you're gonna still be pimping, you know. You have to have the opportunity to engage in other activities in order to prove that you're done with something. You know, motherfuckers say they done with their girlfriends, females say that they done with their dudes, and then no opportunity is presented for them to change their partner, so they still be with them 10 years later. You know, you have to change your habits, all that stuff. And you know, the old man has never had an opportunity to do anything except hold his own in prison. And shit, sometimes in order to hold your own in prison, you got to have rank and influence on the streets too. You can't, you know what I mean? It translates both ways. So I'm really glad that, you know, the old man has said something at least, because I was disturbed. And, you know, it's all good, though. I hope y'all got something from this. I'm still working my thoughts out. This is a Flaming Sword Musing, and I'm your host, Calm Seeing Calm. Be blessings and be blessed. One.